Alrighty. I believe we should be live. Bear with me, just double checking that we're live on both platforms. Doesn't look like YouTube is kicked in just yet. All right, now it has. All right, we are live. How's everyone doing tonight? Radu, hello, hello. So tonight we're just going to watch a few Viper games. He made a triumphant return to the ranked ladder. And let's hop right in and see how well he does. He's been on, I'm not going to call it a break, as someone who had a newborn. Very much not a break at all. A forced hiatus from Age of Empires to take care of a new little idle villager. I think the last game he played was like 4 weeks ago, which was the big tournament. Hey, Chris. How are you tonight? So I think he plays 3 different players. He played like 6 or 7 or 8 matches. I downloaded them all. And we are going to see how long we can go before my computer crashes. Yeah, right from the very beginning. So, game number 1. Sorakuma, playing as the Vikings from the, I believe, Taiwan Action Group, I think is TAG. So he is playing as the Vikings, the Viper as the Vietnamese. And if we do the omnipotent vision here, the Vietnamese know exactly where their opponents start. And we are on 4 lakes on map number 1. So the Vikings with a bit of an advantage when it comes to the water here. Now, Gratefully felt tired all day. Oh. Are you at work now, or can you just go to sleep? The worst is when you're feeling exhausted and then you still have to work. Let's take a look at the primary resources for the Viper. Very much in the forward position. The 2 patches of gold. On this map, primary means 2 patches of gold, 2 patches of stone. There are 3rd and 4th and 5th, I think, out on the map somewhere. A little bit of gold, a little bit of stone, but in your immediate vicinity. Yeah, I'm assuming the developers didn't really want this game to last that long. Yeah, same amount of stone as usual, a little bit more gold. And for Sorakuma off to the side and one of his stones in the forward position. So the Viper's stone is safe. Gold, not so safe. Well, Chris, I hope you feel better. I hope we get to see a Berber game. I didn't take a look just yet. Oh yeah, nothing better than a nice cool pillow after a day of being tired and not feeling great. So I'm curious to see whether or not the Viper here decides to attack the water or gets attacked. I'm assuming he's going to get attacked on the water by the Viking, no? It'd be silly if the Viking didn't. He's got... Oh, look at this annoying... I mean, this is a really annoying patch of gold here. I didn't even see it on the mini-map. It's almost invisible. But it kind of makes sense. On the southwestern portion of the island, there's 2 patches of gold. In the northeastern, there's only 1. And so that's not very symmetrical. What a sour. Although, to be fair, it is pretty close to Sorakuma's base. Hey, Super Gen. Everyone's exhausted. Hopefully, the games get nice and exciting. And that way we can all stay awake together. Looks like both players have a dock up and running at the 12 and 3 o'clock positions. And they must both know where they... I mean, the Vietnamese obviously knows where his opponent is spawned, but the Viking? He should know that it's not here, right? I mean, this isn't exactly Arabia. You're not going to have... Actually, can you have an opponent spawn in this area? On this map? I'm not so sure you can. I think this is more of a mirrored... An actual mirror in terms of locations. Viper? Okay, gets the first kill. Do it for your baby. Both players going up to feudal age pretty much a few seconds apart. The only difference is the TC idle time of 3 seconds. Loom for you. Loom for you. Our Vietnamese, though, is going off the back of one less villager. I have not slept for a year and 3 months. Actually, no, my apologies. The villager count's the same. It's our Vietnamese who has one less fishing ship. Where are you going? So you're going to try to get the water, aren't you? But with 44 wood in the bank? Let's see what this villager does. He's going to have to be idled for a little bit. Oh, no. He's getting his wood force dropped, it looks like. They are carrying 40, 50 wood. Okay, so maybe he does have enough wood now for a dock. By the time he reached this location, so many salmon to be had. Where will he place it? Sneaky, sneaky in the corner. Really? Okay. So what's he choosing to spend his wood on, Sorakumas? For now, walling in an archery range. Still 5 fishing ships to 4. Villager count still identical. Okay, you've collected your 6 fish. What now? You left the Bob Ross. I've seen that Bob Ross stream on Twitch, David. Ellen, hello to you. I hope it is. I mean, it's the Viper. Even if the games last like 20 minutes, they're never really that disappointing. Werewolf woohoo. We all know David is just kidding. And if he's not kidding, then I hope this lives up to expectations. I mean, I have some pretty high expectations. Viper's been pretty much gone from this game for about a month. So, oh, there you go. That's what happens when you have 1 HP left on your scout. Well, hopefully this stream makes everyone feel a little bit better. For us, not really that relevant who wins or loses these games, as long as it's a little bit exciting, as long as we get to see some nice battles, some sneaky micro, some fun unique unit plays. Looks like Sorakuma's already expecting some kind of shenanigans out of the Viper. He has vision of the center and the right. Now he's going to have vision of the left as well with this one galley. Oh yeah, Super Jen, I remember. How is your trip back home? Oh, it's good to be home. Cool. Viper fast castle. 13.5 minutes in, he's still got it. And immediately going for the rattan archers? I'm assuming so, right? Hey, Thomas. So we're going to have a Castle Age army no time soon, which gives these 2 archers a little bit of an opportunity. Not too sure they need to be that scared here. Castle's not going up anytime soon. Well, I mean, when they were here, it wasn't going up anytime soon. And now immediately a rattan archer. That's what I figured. Hey, Martin. Macro nerd, not micro nerd. So it looks like Sorakuma is, having seen that the Viper's in Castle Age, having seen the castle itself. I mean, this is going to have to be a pretty big wall off from him. Meanwhile, the Viper is sending out his rattans. as he circles, as Sorakuma rather circles the eastern portion. Has Sorakuma seen the location of the dock? He's definitely seen the houses, which should clue him into the fact that there's a dock here. What about the Viper? How much has he actually explored of the map? Not too much. That scout did die before getting a good amount of scouting. Generalized nerd. Fair enough. Okay, archers are gonna come in here, discover no villagers. At the same time, there are Rattans already, but they're facing skirmishers. The real battle, 4 pierce armor to 4 pierce armor, but one comes with an attack bonus, the other does not. So Viper's gonna have to be a little bit careful here with his Rattans. No sense in wasting them. What are you building, a siege workshop in the middle? Yeah, of course you are. Of course you are. Now both players are in castle immediately. Bodkin. Where's that elite skirmisher upgrade as well? Another TC. That's where his wood's going. Okay. So Sorakuma expanding out on the map economically. He is 38 economic units ahead of the Viper to 29. He does also have the bigger army, but as the game goes on, these Rattan archers, second fastest foot archer in the game, will get more and more powerful. Oh yeah, it's being a nerd now is like it's like cool bait basically. Not like when we were growing up. Well, I shouldn't say we, because there's a bunch of 30-year-olds in the chat. When I was growing up in the 90s, being a nerd was not cool at all. Now it's like a badge of pride almost. Chicken for supper. What kind of chicken? That's funny, Super Gen. Trying to lure some Age of Empires players into the sewers. Although, which Pennywise? The new one or the Tim Curry one? Yeah, these archers have to get the hell out of here. They have no... Okay, well, +1 pierce armor. 6 attack against what, 4? Yeah, still just 4. David, Mary Brown's chicken sandwiches. I hope the spicy kind, because that is what I ate last night. They had a BOGO on Uber Eats, and yours truly ordered a pair of Mary Brown's and some of them taters. Yeah, true. Iron Man changed a lot of things in the world. What do you guys think of the reveal that he's going to be playing Doctor Doom in the next installment of Marvel movies? I'm a little hesitant. I mean, I feel like Marvel's trying to revive a bit of a dead franchise, or at least a dying franchise. David, that's what you ordered as well. There you go. Pair of big, spicy Big Marys, some taters, a Pepsi. I missed Tim Curry. He was such a good actor. Viper, by the way, has taken a significant economic deficit that he could pump out a whole bunch of units here. He's ahead 20 army count, 21 to 14. He's pummeling away at this TC, which may actually fall. I don't see Sorakuma making any effort to repair this. He's got the wood for it. Viper adding no armor upgrades to these units whatsoever. Probably the smart move, to be honest. Not too much armor is going to do against the attack bonus that skirmishers have against archers. The Viper would absolutely love if this Mangonel disappeared, by the way, so he could close in on the minimum range just like he's doing now. Okay, now is your time, but Sorakuma knows exactly that's what that is. Sorry, he knows that's exactly the plan, and so rushes them into the town center safety, which has been repaired to about I don't know, 30% of its HP. It's a sign of desperation. Disney squandered the entire franchise. Yeah, I kind of get that sense as well. I really hope it doesn't suck. It would be really, really crappy if they brought back the man who basically gave that franchise life and earned Disney how many billions of dollars and then ruined it. Superman versus Black Adam. That tease at the end was really annoying. He was the one in Red in the Command and Conquer Red Alert. Yeah, the Soviet. Werewolf. Is that German? All I can read as an English speaker is, do you want to get lost? Supergen, there's so many opinions. What's not an opinion is that this town center is still up, still pumping out villagers. Sorakuma's taking a significant 26 economic unit lead, and he notices that this mangonel is undefended. But again, you're facing off against a pretty quick foot archer. Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna risk these villagers? Oh, why did he stop? Why did he stop? Oh, maybe because he saw the Viper repairing it. So Sorakuma is really playing with fire here. He's very much focusing on his eco. He's building units that don't necessarily, I mean, with the mangonel here, are not really going to necessarily get the job done for him. Josh asks, Sorakuma is outclassed? I don't know. I feel like he's focusing a little bit too much on eco and relying on skirmishers. Yeah, he's got a mangonel out. He's going up to a second, of course. Facing off against archer units, never a bad idea. To get as many mangoes as you can. But here we go. The Viper's going to lose all these archers. What was the point of this move in? Or rather, would have lost all those archers if there were anything other than Rattans with that pierce armor. But Sorakuma's playing with fire, but to be fair, he is holding for now. He actually has almost the exact same military count, and he's ahead 22 economic units, and he's actually secured 2 lakes. As much as, you know, 3 fishing ships really are going to add. Is this guy fishing all the way over here? That can't be right. That is a long distance fishing. You think we're going to get to see berserkers? I hope so. One villager running the gauntlet here. Yeah, Werewolf, I agree to the first half of that part. Like, I'll watch anything that Marvel comes out with just because I don't know, for the reason everybody will watch whatever they pump out. TV shows, movies. But not all of them are as good as Phase 1 Marvel and Phase 2 Marvel. Here we go. He's got almost the stone for yet another castle. He could villager fight those Rattans. That is a very fast way to lose those villagers. Rattan actually has a fairly decent base attack of a 6 compared to a few other unique archers. Ooh. I mean, the Viper, perfect location for the mangonel. There's a second one coming. He's training a third. He really needs to get this town center down. But in come a pair. A pair with 8 kills, by the way. All army. Let's see if the Viper notices. He is microing something in the middle of the map. Of course he notices. It's the Viper. What's going on here? But slowly, surely, this army out of the Viper is going to eventually outclass the Viking army. No, I mean, skirmishers are okay. They're going to be great. But Rattans, once they have their armor up and running, and now they're up to 5 armor, even the skirmisher's attack bonus isn't that high. Archer plus 4 against 40 HP. 5 armor against what attack right now? 5 attack. So literally 10 skirmishers are needed to one-shot a Rattan. Oh, a little bit of an honor guard here. That being said, the Rattan also is not going to do that much damage to a skirmisher with their pierce armor. So it's going to be like a battle of who can take the longest to kill the other unit. Berserkers did used to bite into their shields while fighting. There's a... oh my goodness. There's a funny portion of a Terry Pratchett book where... oh no, he enters into the castle firing zone. Mutually assured destruction of mangonels to the north. I forget which book it is. I'm trying to think. I think it's Interesting Times by Terry Pratchett, where he has a character who's supposed to be like an elderly Viking berserker, an elderly Conan the Barbarian character, and he talks about how he puts chocolate on the rim of his shield so that when he bites into it, he actually gets chocolate in. Oh my goodness, longboats are out. But there you go. I mean, like I said, the Viper was playing with fire the entire game here. It's just unfortunate. Look at his villager, look at his civilian population, literally, almost literally half. And so with this castle up, especially on the hill, it looks like, on the high ground, there's really not much he can do to the south. His siege workshop, pardon me, his siege workshop is pumping out mangonels, but where are they going to attack into? Now there's melee units out, and whoever called berserkers was absolutely right. The Viper just didn't do enough damage. If you go all in 1 TC and you notice your opponent is growing their economy, and I mean, the Viper has seen it, right? He's seen 1, 2, the third town center did fall. Actually, he's seen all 3 existing standing town centers. And so, yeah, he just, I guess, realized he didn't do the damage that he needed in order to keep going with this game, even though 46 rattan archers should have done a little bit of a better job here. 13 double the mangonel count. No third unit, just the starting scout. 16 minutes in, 24 minutes in peak APM. And there you go. Look at that. 8,000, more than 8,000 resource difference in such a short game, 33 minutes in. No conversions, 3 buildings destroyed by our Vietnamese mangonels. And kill count. Yeah, the Viper did kill 12 villagers, but I mean, Sorakuma's got 103 to your 55. A Viking saga. Which one? Beowulf? I'm not familiar with many Viking sagas. Hey, wee bro. All right, well, that was game number 1. The Viper, unfortunately, welcomed back to the rank ladder with an L. Let me load up the next game. By the way, how's the streaming quality now that I'm streaming to multiple platforms? I hope it's not terrible. All right. Quality is 100%. Can I share the background? Oh, yes. Somebody asked me before that. Zygos asked me before that. Super Jen, thanks for joining on Twitch. You like to listen to me talk? That's good. Hey, Logan. Oh, Snorri Saga. Okay. The Ingalingas. The Viking Oopaloopas. His men went into battle without mail coats and were as wild as dogs and wolves. They bit their shields as strong as bears or bulls. All right. There you go. So, are we actually back on 4 lakes again? Yes, we are. I can remove the hidden view, the Viper, at the bottom left. This time as the Georgians. Sorakuma at the top right as the Goths. Let's see. Will the Viper have learned his lesson? Will he try to take more lakes earlier on? Got They're basically a quintessential cavalry civilization against a quintessential infantry civilization, both with wonky population mechanics, one with 10 extra population space once they hit Imperial, and the other can turn their cavalry, put them on a diet, making them 15% less population heavy. Supergiant, awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, the Vikings are a fascinating, fascinating people. I believe they were the first Europeans into Canada. David, might need your help on this one. I think they hit Nova Scotia long before any Portuguese or Italian or Spanish or French or British. I always forget those Canadian Heritage Minute videos. Viper realizing he's losing, backs away. Oh, and Sorakuma with the villager poke. So basically the Viper Scout is donezo. But will he kill the pig? No. Don't do this. Okay. Running interference with the pig to put some space and distance between himself and his opponent. But he's running straight for a villager. She's going to slap him with the fish. Oh, Sorakuma tries to Viper the Viper and fails. I love, by the way, that Sorakuma was pulling a boar, trying to stop the Viper, and chasing him all at the same time. Boar falls. Oh, and looks like the Viper made just an infinitesimally small correction in his pathing, and that caused him to slow down a tiny bit. Berserkers may have been affected by grain smut ergot. I remember reading somewhere, I forget which book. Oh, when was it? It was a long time ago. About the Berserker. And they had all these various theories about their altered state of mind, let's say. Vikings weren't any more different than the average farmer the rest of the year than the 2 periods throughout the year where they used to invade. Used to research pre-Christian Scandinavian culture and practices. That's super cool. Where's Simon in the chat? Our friend from Norway. Superjet, have you ever visited Scandinavia? Okay, Sorakuma walling off the forward portion of his base. Looks like he's got his gold in flanking positions. Stone as well. The Viper this time does have a bit of a safer patch of gold. Not that his resource location was relevant at all last game, since he was the one putting on the aggression. Maybe because of his resource placement. But he wasn't really attacked into. He already has a dock to the south. Sorakuma with a dock to the north. Has Sorakuma actually seen where the Viper is? No. So he got distracted here. How much did the Viper actually see? Not much. So he saw the house. I think that's pretty much it. And aside from that, I don't think he didn't even see the lumber camp here. You just want to check out Iceland? I had a friend who went to Iceland. He said it was such a fun trip. Such a small little island. He rode around the entire island with a bike. Ibn Fadlan, isn't that the basis of 13th Warrior by Michael Crichton? AC Dragon Rider? You'll never have raiding season with your bros. That's okay. I honestly, I would probably just pay the Dane Geld to keep them away from me. Ooh, poke and prod, and there you go. Okay, well there you almost go. Gothic infantry. Moving forward. A little bit cheaper than normal right now. Daisy Dragon, it is a fantastic movie with Antonio Banderas, but the book is even better. Not to be one of those snobby people that says, well, the book is better, but Michael Crichton's books are on the whole much better than his, than the movies based on those books. Brian, hello, hello. Looking for a raid group to pillage a local churches with me. It does seem to be, right? When you said Ibn Fadlan, I recognized the name immediately. Well, I shouldn't say immediately. I wasn't like 100% sure, but I recognized the name. Eaters of the Dead. Yes, that's the name of the Crichton book. The Jurassic Park movie was good. The book was much better. And then The Lost World was also a fantastic book. The movie, not so great. Okay. So far, our Goth has gotten a few more military kills, but no villager kills just yet. Sorakuma does not want a repeat of the previous game. He wants to be the one putting on all the aggression right now. Where, oh, where, though, is this blue villager? Did he huff it back home, or is he... Oh, no, he's going to try to lame the dock. Maybe. Has he even seen the Viper's dock? No, he hasn't. But he says he must know. There's a game plan here. Oh, never mind. We do have a villager kill here. It is our Goth. Oh, my goodness. It is our Goth who takes a whole bunch of kills here. A villager and 3 scouts. Maybe a 4th one. That was a very popular Avril Lavigne song in the 700s AD. Okay, and I think the Viper realizes that, hey, wait a second, my army is starting to get killed here. I don't have enough to defend all these villagers, so I think he was circling his wagons a little bit. Okay. I mean, he's brought archers, and yet he doesn't have any villager kills, so I'm not too sure what these archers are for. I thought for sure he brought them just to kill villagers. But no, he's hunting other archers. That's why he brought skirmishers, though. Interesting army composition here out of our Goth. Basically one of everything. Skirmishers, archers, militiamen, spearmen, and up until very recently a scout as well. Actually, maybe not. Sorry, I don't think he had a scout. It looks like the villager down south has been killed. No, where did the... Oh, the Viper's up here. No, these guys having... Who got a villager kill here for the Viper? And where was it? Curiouser and curiouser. Or maybe it's not a villager kill. Maybe it is in fact... No. I thought maybe it was a fishing ship. This guy's starting to rack up fishing ship kills. Oh, the villagers take matters into their own hands. Kick a spearmint into the ground. Those archers are just for score purposes. Buddha pizza. Literally one of everything. And now he's going up to Castle Age as our Goth. The Viper. Oh, no. He is nowhere close. And he does not have a food income because his fishing ships, they are getting burned. Not into the ground, but into the waters here. That is very unfortunate. But look at this. He has another fishing industry up here to the left, right side of the map. I know my directions. 2 archery ranges and a stable. We've seen players double down in Castle Age against Imperial Age opponents. I don't know that we're necessarily going to see success in doubling down in Feudal Age against a Castle Age and a Castle Age Goth of all things. The lucky thing for the Viper is that Sorakuma has no stone, and the Viper is in firm control of both stone patches. Because the last thing you want with your Feudal Age archers is to face a Huskarl, which with one attack can kill half of your HP. Yeah, David, they do put a pickle, and I remove it. I like pickles on hamburgers, not so much on chicken sandwiches. Bon appetit, though. Okay, so it's gonna be knights out of our Goth. Mary Brown, such a good chicken patty and such a delicious breading and frying out of them. Oh, the Viper. The Viper must be saying, oh, damn, right now. Gonna get another villager kill. Oh. And it is indeed 2 knights, because why the hell not? Another town center. I'm surprised he's not going next to the stone, so we're not going to get to see Huskarls for a while. Yeah, AC Dragon Rider, I'm not a big fan of those deli-style pickles either. I like the little crinkle cut pickles that they put on, like, sandwiches and burgers. Although not on chicken, like I said. Okay, I guess if you don't have the quality, you go huge on quantity. 21 archers. But you might want to start clumping them up because 1 knight should be able to kill all 6 of these archers. What's going on back home? Fire versus fire. Both. Oh, look at this. I think they're both going to die. Oh, out pops another one. Because I think the fire, if you kill a fire ship while it's firing on you, you'll also die because that trail of flame, I think, continues on after its death, like a chicken with its head cut off. How many kills does this town center already have? 1 kill. I mean, Sorakuma is going heavy on the wood. He doesn't really need it. So is the Viper, to be fair. Neither of them is really pumping out that many fishing ships. Nothing out of here. I guess it's all... Oh. Why here when there are 2 fire ships? You know there's 2 fire ships, or galleys, rather. Why not more here? I don't understand. Villager self-immolates, lights himself on fire, it looks like. And now the Viper is going to try to raid with his own units, but a pair of knights pops out. Knight beats scout in this casino game. And he still has 22 archers. Where even are these 22 archers? There's 11 here. There's 2 down here. Where are these archers out of the Viper? Are they back home? Yeah, they're back home. 7 of them. So the Viper yet again putting on the pressure. The Viper yet again behind while doing so. Sorakuma again ahead economy. Ooh, Chris, what kind? Catherine, welcome. You joined at like the perfect moment. We're talking about Mary Brown's chicken sandwiches with pickles. Chris's pizza. Dragon Rider doesn't like those big deli pickles that come with like a deli sandwich. And I'm happy to just eat whatever. Unless it's seafood, then I'm not the biggest fan. And this is the problem now for the Viper. You've doubled down on Feudal Age. You're still 40 seconds away from Castle. If all of your 26 archers were clumped, you could do a lot of damage to these knights. But because they're not clumped, I don't like it. And now he's stopped them from moving. Why not keep moving them towards your archers up here who have at least have the high ground? And they are Georgians, remember, so they take 40% less damage when they're on the high ground. Usurkuma doesn't notice, runs a knight by. So he's done with this archery range. How's his stone count, by the way? No stone whatsoever. Brian, it feels odd to go back to random maps. Yeah, Empire Wars is like it's a real vibe. You get kind of addicted to it, and addicted to the fast action of it. In that regard, it's very much like deathmatch games. So our Georgian is going foot archers. Okay. Used to go to Subway because of the sauce. Yeah, my wife recently went to a grocery store and they sell Subway sauce. I'm gonna maybe I'll post the picture on Discord, but I was like, get all of them. And I was like, I didn't realize that they sold like the various sauces on their own. Okay. One Mangonel's really trying to, oh my goodness. Not trying, but actually accomplishing very much. And Sorakuma's army count is teeny tiny. He's got 5 army, 1 monk, 4 knights, and the Viper is doing the exact same thing he did last game. He's behind economically. He's ahead army count, but Sorakuma is now ahead 5 villagers. And he's training 4 at a time out of 3 town centers. The Viper's training 2 at a time out of 1 town center. The only difference is the Viper has the steroids. He's got that Georgian fortified church to increase the productivity of his villagers. Catherine, you're waiting for Chinese to be delivered. Sorry, guys, I'm catching up in chat. Tell me got some Kung Pao, some orange chicken. Ooh, fried rice is so good. Super Jen, this one time I went to my parents when they were, I think they went to like on vacation somewhere. So I went over to their house, to their backyard to barbecue, and I made so much chicken and I put it in my fridge. And then being the person I am, I just ordered like Domino's and the Indian food for the next week and then had to throw out all the chicken. I felt so bad. Thomas, the Tatars do more damage when they're on the high ground. The Georgians take less damage. Oh, look at that. This time it worked. This time Sorakuma's army count down to a meager 2. You're looking at it. So this time the Viper's strategy actually worked. Look at that. He killed 34 villagers to 12. Sorakuma was right to be afraid from the very beginning to put on the pressure. Okay. Yeah, I guess he was mining here before these fishing ships, fire ships. 5 economic kills. Where's that one villager? Did they kill that one villager? Georgian Knight as well, streaming forward. And that's all she wrote. I'm a little bit surprised that Sorakuma didn't continue playing a little bit here. I mean, now you're facing off against mostly knights, which are not that great underneath town centers. And you've got 4 town centers. So I'm not sure he needed to GG. This might be more of like a respect to my enemy GG. But actually, look at the armies. Spearmen, skirmishers, and 9 knights. Okay. Now the picture is becoming a little bit more clear. Peak APM, 22 minutes, 11 minutes. Let's take a look at the economy. This time the Viper is ahead. Really? 600 food. A lot more gold. What the hell was Sorakuma doing? I guess the loss of these villagers was just way too much for him. Honey chicken, white rice. Yeah, they started selling the sauces here too recently. Super Jen, thanks for joining. Hope you feel better. The Ghoul, hello, hello. Yeah, scared of the Viper. I mean, he's got to be, because this is his line of sight. He doesn't see anything coming at him. There's no castle drop. There's no tower push. Those Svan towers. His lake is nice and protected. He sees that this lake has, he sees the Viper's gold mining here. I'm really a little bit surprised at this GG out of Sorakuma. It's got to be the really low army count, because look at his gold. Although, to be fair, what's he going to do with all that gold? He needs food. Why are these guys inside of the town? Why are there 10 villagers? What were they hiding from? And look how, oh my god, look how long these villagers have been inside the town center. Look at this. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? They've been in there for over a minute. Okay, maybe that's why it ultimately all went to shit here for Sorakuma. So, okay, the Viper gets a W. Let me load up the next game and we'll keep going. Okay, got a new contender here. Ooh, pepper beef and chow mein. Oof. General Tao chicken is so good. Oh, Brian, I appreciate you. You've been here so long. You've been here, of all the people here, the longest, I think. One of the OGs, you and John Yang. Back in the 5 people watching days of a year or so ago. Marco, hello, hello. Abdullah, hello, hello. Ravsig, nice to see you as well. Twitch streaming, I wouldn't say is really going strong at the moment. I think, based on what I see, we've got 2 viewers, which is not exactly the highest, but it is, it's growing, which is, I guess, the important part. You just woke up? Well, welcome anyway. So let's take a look at who we've got here. Siscon from the Fox clan. So you got the fox against the snake. 2 bushes tell me we are watching the Gurjaras in action here. And you'll have to discombobulate your minds a little bit because the opponent is in yellow and the Viper is in green. And he is, okay, again, the Georgians. I don't think he's civ picking. I think these are all random. So we are back. Right as Brian was thanking me about the variety of maps, we're back on Arabia. Ravsi, you're awesome. Thank you so much. The 3 viewers is the average that I need for, I think, 8 streams in order to get monetized on Twitch. Oh yeah, of course, Catherine. Everything takes time. And I'm all good with that. He's the same clan as Locoser? I didn't know Locoser was a player. Let's take a look at the starting positions because these are incredibly open bases here. The Viper has no protection to the north or the attack path. Khan also has no protection on the attack path in the south. Where are their resources? Let's see. Primary gold off to the side. Nice. Not too terribly located. Primary stone also not exactly on the attack path. Berries to the back. How many animals has he garrisoned? I'm always curious to see how the pro players play with the Gurjara feature. Because some of them lately have begun ungarrisoning 2 or 3 of their herdables. And then slaughtering them and eating them. So I'm very curious. Oh, look at this. Gold, stone, all... Well, actually, not all. 4 of the 5 major resources in one little area. Ooh, if the Viper discovers this, this might be a perfect location to set up shop and starve his opponent of everything but the stone. Where's the Viper? Primary gold, kind of on the attack path. Ooh, that's not good. Stone to the back, stone to the front. Gold patch here, but he's got his gold patch on the right side as well. So he's in a little bit less of a risk of getting lamed in terms of that primary resource. Gold to the east, gold to the north. Both players near a few relics. Okay. So what do we think? These are 2 amazing civilizations. I mean, the Manaspa is a incredibly popular unit right now. And I'm assuming we're going to get to see some kind of Manaspas. And to be fair, against the Manaspa, a Gurjara camel in Imperial Age that does 40% more bonus damage against a unit with absolutely shitty HP like the Manaspa. All that melee armor that unit has means absolutely nothing in the face of all that bonus damage. I don't know, Radu, you, Oh, thank you, Catherine. He's one of the highest, high-rated French, but yeah, he's from the Fox clan. I think those are the French, right? The Fox clan. Radu, you need a bunch of things. You need, like, 3 viewers on average per stream, 50 followers. Yeah, and you have to stream 7 times in a month, which I'm already on, I think, stream number 3 or 4, so should be okay with that regard. And I'm also closing in on 40 followers, which is pretty cool, because you need 50. No, 3 viewers on average. So 8 streams, and during each stream you need 3 viewers on average. Oh no, Syscon going the wrong way here. But he's rectifying the situation. The Viper, of course, has already seen where his opponent is. Fox has a French sponsor, but includes players like Dark, Sebastian, and Mihai. Oh, true. I completely forgot about Mihai. Sorry, Radu. I forgot about Mihai. Yeah, 50 is much lower than the... I think the standards on Twitch are a lot lower to become a partner and then to become an affiliate. I don't know exactly what the difference is, to be honest. I'm just trying to focus on the streaming for now, as opposed to the monetization aspect of it. Thanks, Catherine. Newbie baby, 41st follower. Thank you so much. And thanks for saying hi. Tell us your opinion on whether or not pineapple belongs on a pizza or not. So we have 1 vote for the Viper with the Georgians. I'm very curious to see how the Viper is going to play this. Because the Georgians, for all that they're a cavalry civilization, they have a decent infantry line. They have hand cannoneers. They have siege onagers. They have a pretty decent roster on the whole. With the hill bonus, which really, I mean, when you take 40% less damage fighting downhill, let's actually see how many hills there are on this map. Not a lot around Khan's base. But in the center, there are a few hills, but they're all very, very forested. So we'll see whether he uses that feature, that bonus at all. The Foxan has also some young players in their roster. That's good. I'm glad. Mihai is sponsored on Twitch. I think the Viper is sponsored as well by ooh, I forget the name of the company, but they do, I think, like it's like internet security or something like that. In food news, we're ordering Thai takeout tonight. Ooh, I had Thai a few nights ago. Some pad Thai. It was delicious, and some samosas, which shouldn't have technically been called samosas. They should have been called spring rolls. Newbie baby, I also don't mind pineapple. Sometimes you're just in the mood for something sweet on your pizza, right? Robsy, that's funny. If the people like it, it belongs, but not for you. Okay. Oh yeah, Marco, I'm glad you. I'm glad that you enjoyed the pizza period. As long as you ate pizza, then all is right with the universe, you know. Catherine, you're not a fan. Fair enough. David, those Mary Brown chicken sandwiches are so freaking good. Ooh, a Penang. I have not had Penang curry in years. Oh, Marco, I made a note of that. The Nolita. My wife and I made a note of that for our next trip. Okay, for now, we are still in the feudal age. Both players, one player banking food, one player banking gold. Both players kind of, but not really, engaging into one another. Doesn't look like they want to take any kind of fights here. Neither player really walling off their bases. The Viper's got a bit of an army here being watched over by some terracotta warriors based on their lack of movement here. Oh, and of course, right when I pivot away, Khan dives in, gets a kill, a villager kill of all things, and then backs away. junior member. I like that they're treating it like a almost like a law firm. You can be a junior non-equity partner. Once I had a Swedish friend that made me try a weird pizza: tomato sauce, banana, pineapple, cheese, and curry. Ooh. Can't say that sounds very good. It was not that bad. Okay. I'm with Catherine on this one. It sounds awful. At the age of 13, he went from 800 Elo to 2K Elo. That sounds like Gookie. The same way. Wow. Radu on the shawarma diet. Kiwi on pizza sounds absolutely atrocious. Sounds is the keyword. Hey, bizarre thoughts. With your bizarre thought. That's a nice hello message that you sent. Okay, the Viper's trying to bust into this side of his opponent's base. Does he not realize that there are weaker palisades on this side? Okay, and the gold is there? Why is he trying to bust into here so badly? Same time, it looks like Khan's attack has netted him just that one villager, and then not too much after that. Oh, is the Viper gonna see him? No. Okay. So he busted in, immediate double wall off happening. Somebody puts mayonnaise on a pizza. Oof. Who, Ted Bundy? Brian, that's funny. I've had corn on a pizza. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't for me. I do not like anchovies. I do not like any kind of small salted fish. Merry chase happening here as our Gurjara runs away. By the way, let's check in on the players who are about a minute or so away from hitting Castle Age. And what are they going to build? We've got 2 stables for our Gurjara. He's getting bloodlines. The Viper adding a second stable himself. Of course he is. He's the Georgians. Ooh, but he's on the high ground here with these spearmen. Oh, that's sour to delete your own house. And then your opponent just runs to the other side of the wall. The hell was that? Did the Viper just accidentally delete his spearmen while trying to delete this structure? Kind of seems like it. And now the Gurjara is just trying to get him to idle his villagers inside the TC. That was a sour loss of a spearman there. Okay, he has not seen the second TC, and now he's finally going to move into the gold, which is probably where he should have been attacking in the first place. Seems like the Viper will do a double... Oops, sorry, the chat went by. Double gold composition, perhaps. Well, he certainly has the archer count, and they have been around for a while, so I can't imagine he's turned them into crossbows. I can't imagine he's going to abandon that, but I don't know if he's going to keep going with them. He's probably going to try to snipe as many villagers as he can. This is going to pop out, and then he's going to probably abandon that. Some suburbs being built here for our Gurjara. Mayonnaise and corn. Ooh, oh, okay. And it is Shrevamshas coming out of our Gurjara. Not a cheap unit right now, so he's gonna have to keep his food income nice and safe. Mangonel flattened. Oh no! Oh no! The Viper's being pressed into here. Oh my goodness! Bye crossbows. Mangonel, how many kills? 8. What a hero Mangonel. What an absolute, literally between a rock, literally a rock from the Mangonel and a hard place. The Viper's army just got nuked. That was like a StarCraft tactical nuke right there. And Khan takes the kill lead 21-7. Even though the Viper did get 3 kills. No more crossbows from him. No more light cavalry from him. He's going knights. Of course, your opponent's going Shrevamshas. And here they are. Now, these Shrevamshas probably a little bit wasted. since there's no more archer units around with their 8 base attack. But they can dodge the arrows, so they can try to snipe a villager or two. AC Dragon Rider, I haven't heard of that. Although I'm not the biggest fan of Spanish tapas. And the Viper's trying to distract his opponent. His opponent allowing himself to get distracted here. I mean, what's the point of building these Travamtras if you're not going to dive in? Oh no, again the Viper sticks his army against the wall. This time of trees. That was very sour. Sorry, Siscon. Oh my goodness, I made the mistake I warned everyone not to make in the beginning. I confused the colors. That was Siscon's army that the Viper got revenge on. This crook, and the blood coming underneath it tells me a monk has been killed, maybe delivering a relic. What an awesome raiding unit, the Travamtra. Again, not the strongest, not the heaviest hitting of units, but dodging 5 arrows underneath a town center. Okay. Good luck to you. Viper keeps scouting, hoping are you on patrol or are you on scouting duty? Yeah, he's scouting. 3rd town center going up right next to the gold. 2nd town center we saw down south for the castle, of course. Needs to get those Manaspas up and running. Although again, Manaspas, I don't know. Rovsi, do you still favor the Viper here? Newbie baby, I am from Canada, from Toronto, Ontario. Think of it like Chicago, but 20 times smaller. That is a very diplomatic answer. You favor the Viper, but his odds of losing are more likely now. That is an incredibly diplomatic answer. Newbie baby, where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Richard, also you're voting in favor of the Viper? All right. He's down half the army count. He's down 13 villagers, but people have the brand of the Viper is so powerful that you guys have such supreme confidence in him. His base completely open. 3rd town center going up. Ooh, you're from France. Where in France? Yeah, I'm with AC Dragon Rider. There's nothing like pizza in Italy. You go to sleep soon. North of France. My traveling in France is mostly in the south, because I went to visit a friend in Milan, and then we drove around to Switzerland and the southern tip of France. I know of Lille. We had an exchange program in my business school with university in Lille. I said I'm Canadian, not American. We actually know geography around the world. But I'm Ching. There's a dig at all my American friends. Oh, here we go. Our Gurjara brings an army from a time long ago, which Viper just traps. And now a single crossbow is going to take care of them. He also has converted a camel and a Travamtra rider. And down they both go, but another pair of camels. Let's take a look at their attack bonus against cavalry. Plus 12 right now from that 9 that it should be. Robsy, did I ask if you're American? I think I asked you once if you were from, what did I ask you like 2 or 3 streams ago? From Missouri or from like Cincinnati? I forget which city. Yeah, we're about to have the War of 1812 repeat itself, although I doubt Canada can burn the White House down this time. Otter, my fellow co-caster, how are you doing? Crazy Joe, hello, hello. Have we been raided? Why am I not getting a notification? I'm sorry, I'm losing control of the game, the chat. Bula, hello, hello. Oh, you're from St. Louis. Or St. Louis, as I guess you guys would say. I know. I was in undergraduate. I did a trip. It was like a partner program between business schools, and we ended up in St. Louis. And at the time, I actually legit didn't know that it was pronounced St. Louis, and I said St. Louis because that's how it would be pronounced in Canada. And man, oh man, did it piss off the proprietor of a barbecue joint that I went to. I've been raided. When are the DM streams again? To be honest, I've been trying to find deathmatch streams, Otter. I'm having so much trouble finding them. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to load up because it's not... I'm using Restream, which is a software that like aggregates all of the streaming into one sort of software, and it didn't mention that I was rated. I'm so sorry. Jai Kumar, good morning, good morning. Camels are trying to attack, but you're not Hindustani camels. You don't come with no attack bonuses. The Viper lashes back with 4 of his own knights. He is heading up to Imperial. Khan is there, and Khan has 2 castles, which means 2 trebuchets are about to pop out. There's a DM League that just started today. I'm so sorry, Otter. I apologize. I've been real bad with that. I've been so focused on trying to find other maps, but like I said, I do look for DM games. Yeah, I went to have barbecue at a place. I wish I could remember. Maybe you're familiar with it, Rovc, but I asked the proprietress. I was like, "Oh, what other barbecue joints would you recommend in St. Louis?" And she goes, "Where?" She got so angry. Damn, 7-hour streams. I wish my baby just learned how to walk. And so instead of streaming for 7 hours Age of Empires, I spend 7 hours a day chasing him around the apartment, making sure he doesn't slam his fingers into a door. Okay. Yeah, Viper's situation is not looking great. To be fair, though, he has clawed his way to 116 villagers. But when you are adding in pikemen, I don't know, slowing down the pace of the game here. Although, to be fair, they will slaughter these camels if they do close. I don't know that Siscon's going to let him close, though, with all these monks. Manaspa's in the center. How many does he have? Only 3. Oh, watch this. Oh, this is going to be so gross. Oh, this is so gross. They are heavies. 18 attack bonus against cavalry has become 25. Ugh. You just played 1v1s for 7 hours. I guess that's your stream. Wow. Yeah, the baby's doing well, but man, oh man, is it time consuming. Even with 2 of us, it is just really time consuming. I appreciate that, Otter. Oh my goodness. Pikemen pop out of the castle. Hits that 20% mark. Is the Viper mining gold here? Yeah, okay, so he is back to mining gold. He is housed at 155, having lost that castle. Might want to move his troops to the higher ground. Oh no, here come the monks. But yeah, he's got no army. He's going full-on halberdier against a civilization with 2 castles and chakram throwers. How many barracks is the Viper working with, by the way? Only 5 barracks. Nah, things are not looking good for him. Hung Solo, hello, hello. Was St. Louis originally a French colony? I guess it makes sense. I didn't realize that was, I knew like New Orleans, Nolans. Ryan, I hope I'm not one of those people that pronounces your name annoyingly. I mean, this is an army here designed to kill halberdiers, castles, monks, hand cannoneers. Looks like raiding to the right as well. Viper's villager population, though, is still pretty damn good. Still at 127. He's hiding his villagers. I don't think... Did the Viper miss the memo that you can garrison your villagers inside your fortified church? And he's kind of, but not really holding the center position here. It was part of New France. Cool. It was part of the Louisiana Purchase. Okay. Well, unfortunately for the Viper stands, didn't really get the ball rolling very well. I'm curious to see the economies first and foremost. Yeah, I figured I was... Why is there such a lack of army for the Viper? Let's see. Gold and stone, but not a lot of trash. Actually, pretty much equal food, equal gold. He had a lot more stone, but he had a lot less wood. 9 conversions to 3, 16 raisings to 4. Khan just putting the pedal on the gas, the foot on the gas pedal. And again, I think the Viper maybe missed the memo that you can garrison your villagers inside the fortified church. And so it didn't really need to lose a bunch of villagers underneath the TC. Has a safe gold mining operation here to the right. This is a lot of donkey carts. Dear Lord. The French territory went up along the rivers. Oh, okay. Radu is singing some animals songs here. Okay. Let's take a look at the army comps. Because on paper, I mean, on paper, the Viper should have done a lot better. I want to see how many kills the hand cannoneers got. That must be in like 20 or 30 count by now. 25, okay. Yeah, the heavy camels. This was basically just a big deterrent. This is just a ridiculous deterrent against Manaspas. Light cavalry as well. Okay. And the crossbowmen, he didn't really continue with them. Probably might have wanted to. Maybe had he known that his opponent would have switched to camels, although maybe his opponent would not have switched to camels had those crossbows still been an active part of the army composition. But wow, yeah, the Viper just takes an absolute destructive pounding here. It is, you're right, the animals is an actual just a cover, but it's the one that everyone knows. It has a German version for Wolfenstein. Interesting. Close to a river, had fur to trade. We take it. Now you sound British, Otter. Now you sound like a Victorian Englishman. Canada was basically established for fur trading and pelts. All right, let's move on to the next game. Yeah, everybody liked to fight over North America. All right. Bear with me, just changing the names. All right. All is right in the universe. Hung Solo, no, this is just the Viper. I noticed in the morning when I woke up that he was on Twitch, and he hasn't played a game in 4 weeks. He played one game like a week ago against, I don't know what, a player with like 300 or 400 elo below him. And all of a sudden today, he just streamed for hours and hours and played. And I was like, you know what? Why not? I'm not going to watch any of these games. I actually joined the chat for like a few minutes, and I just wished him well with the new baby. So I'm not too sure exactly if he saw it or not, but not relevant. But I figured, you know what? I'll download all the games afterwards, and we'll just have a night of the Vipers return. So far, not the greatest. Win rate is not the highest. Aussie F. Hello, hello. Thank you. I had it designed on Fiverr, the animation. Thank you, Otter. I appreciate that, Rovsy. I'm always looking to improve, so I'm going to add some more features and stuff, but I'm glad people like it. Otter, I actually just recently, a few days ago, boosted the memory on my computer. We had Amazon Prime days. By the way, this scouting pattern from the Viper is giving me very creepy Hydra vibes from like Marvel comics. This weird like symmetrical octopus looking. Look at the mini map. Isn't that a little bit of a creepy exploration path? In any event, there were a bunch of sales on Amazon, so I just roided up my computer to 64 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, Rob, see, I put in those pictures because, as you can tell from the live streams, I get distracted very easily, and I go down rabbit holes. And the audience should not have to suffer for that. Thank you, Catherine. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat. Oh my god, it does look like Cthulhu. Yeah, Richard, I don't think the Viper really cares that much, win or lose. I think probably have the same mentality that I am of just it doesn't really matter. Play the game, have fun. At this point in his career, I think he's just more obviously wants to win tournaments, don't get me wrong, but probably just having more fun with it than anything. I appreciate that, Rob. See, it takes a lot of effort. Believe me, if I was just pumping out videos where I didn't do picture-in-picture, I could do like 4 videos a day. But it does, it does take a good amount. Catherine, I went from 16 gigs to 64 gigs. Hail Hydra. That was one of my favorite scenes in, what was it, Endgame? Or not Endgame, yeah, no, Endgame. Where Captain America goes back into that elevator and takes the Staff of Destiny. Yeah, David, that's exactly what I have now, 64 DDR5. You auto scout? I don't know why the pro players don't do auto scouts. Once they discover where their opponent is, why don't they just auto scout with that scout? I guess they have better uses for it as part of the attack and stuff. Yeah, Catherine, I was shocked at the deals that we had on Amazon Prime days. Jai Kumar, he has not played up against he's not played against Red Phosphorus. That would be very interesting. Hera has. I have a video of that, of Hera absolutely destroying. By the way, have I even introduced the civilizations this game? Sora Kuma in blue as the Teutons. Viper as the Kelts. Ooh, we got some good siege civilizations. And we're on Golden Pit. If you're not sure why it's called Golden Pit, look at the map in front of you. There is a pit full of gold. With a relic, a buzzard. And the Viper, by the way, is already in here. With 4 villagers mining that gold. Teutonic Knight. For the win. Hung Solo, thanks so much for joining. P90 happy noises. Oh, if you mean, oh, if he means a, like a Teutonic Castle Age knight from a stable, then I'm assuming the Teuton wins, right? Because the Teutons get bloodlines, the Celts don't. And in Castle Age, the Teutons would have an extra melee armor for free, so 2 strikes against the Celtic knight. Okay, Viper's trying to bust his way in here. If he's gonna have to win this game with the yellow color. Oh shit, did he ask a paladin? Sorry, I completely botched the question then. Jai Kumar, yes. They are loosely. They're French paladins that move a little bit slower. Oh yeah, baby. Sing. Synchronized. Attacks. Oh, now they're synchronized attacking the spearman who shockingly escapes unharmed. Okay. Viper, by the way, early game, full control of the center pit. The sledding hill. Man. I used to love tobogganing. Would not like reaching the bottom of the hill and then having to climb up top. But man, oh man, was tobogganing fun. Screaming at the top of my lungs. There are more viewers than followers. Otter, I don't think anyone can follow me right now because I'm oh my god, there are 41 people watching. Who rated me? Otter, was it you? Did I completely forget to thank you? Because again, I don't see it on the software. Who is the one who rated me, which is really annoying me because that's kind of a dick move by Restream not to show me that. Catherine, you were the first. The follow is free, right? They can't subscribe, right? It was you? Oh, Otter, you're the best. Thank you so much. My man. I'm so sorry it's taking me this long to thank you. Like I said, if it gave me a notification of some kind, I would definitely have noticed earlier. Jake, yes, I am. You got stuck under a fence while sledding. And you never sledded again. 30 villagers a pop, 8 army count each. Both players still in feudal. Looks like the Viper is banking more gold. Big surprise. With the 4 villagers down here on gold. To the 1 of his opponent. But looks like that 1 is got to become 4 as well. Okay, so it looks like shenanigans are done for both players. I don't see any army being trained for either one. So are we heading up to castle? This is a lot of high ground, by the way. Jake, I honestly haven't been streaming that long on Twitch, so I haven't really formed an opinion just yet. And to be honest, right now I'm using Restream, the software, so I'm not even really streaming on Twitch directly. Which I did the first time, and I didn't mind it, but... Yeah, Otter, I apologize. This is how you know you're dealing with a Canadian. I've said sorry like 7 times. Yeah, the Celts are an interesting civ. They get like almost but not really top of the line mounted units. Sledding in Florida, yeah, I would imagine. Although you get to go on hoverboats in the swamp. And Ryder, that's exactly the point, right? They get their San Francisco barista looking Woad Raider with the tats and the shirtless and the long hair. How does a restream work? Basically, you sign up, you open your OBS studio, you connect it to your restream account, and then you just hit stream. And it automatically transmits to both YouTube and to Twitch. All right, guys, bear with me one sec. So the way it would normally work is I would have to stream normally to YouTube and also at the same time to Twitch. And each one I would have to upload separately. So I would have to upload 2 different massive amounts of information. With Restream, what you do is you upload to their website, their service, and they take care of the quality uploads to Twitch and to YouTube. And now, Otter, exactly, now I'm going to say sorry for saying sorry so much. Exactly, Catherine. I would have to have like upload speeds that are double what I have right now. So I figured, you know what, it's free for 2 softwares. And beyond Twitch and YouTube, I'm not too sure where else I'm going to stream. Maybe Facebook at some point. I'm not sure how big the Age of Empires community is on Facebook. Haven't really looked into that yet. Viper's making himself at home here. He has hit Castle H, Sorakuma as well. Ram is the name of the game for him. Okay. Which is not a bad one of the 3 units to build out of there. Your opponent doesn't really have anything here that can engage into a ram. It looks metal. Yeah. Yeah, Facebook or Kick don't matter. Don't do Facebook. Well, there you go. So that's why I figured, like, if I need to sign up for for a 3rd or a 4th, then I will. But for now, and as long as the Restream, I guess their logo at the top right does not appear, which I don't think it has appeared, should be fine. The Viper is going to be... The Viper has been a lot more aggressive in these games that we've been watching than I remember him being on the whole. No, Jai Kumar, I am not a full-time streamer. Thanks, Otter. Yeah, I'm happy that there's no Restream logo. Apparently that's if you use their upload service and not your OBS studio. Viper's in. Added a mango. Okay, he literally added one of everything here. His army count, though, is below villager count. He's keeping a pace. Still in firm control of the golden pit. 10 on gold. There's redemption for our Teuton. So he's going to make these mangonels his own. And this, by the way, ram. The ram and the treb, your monk has to go right face to face. He cannot convert them from a distance. So that was a very scary moment. I thought Sorakuma was going to try to convert the ram. The AI army composition, yeah. Literally just throwing whatever he can afford at his opponent. Who is struggling to really, I mean, 3 monasteries as the Teutons. Is the Viper being pushed back here? Town center outside the gates for our Teuton. Okay, second town center for the Viper as well. So he has firm control of this, but it seems to be like a tenuous control because there's so many of these Teutonic monks, and never mind, the light cab closes. 1 conversion, 2 conversions, 2 conversions. in exchange for what looks like 4 or 5 monks. Ah, oh, gross. Nice, Catherine. Soon that MSG will wear off and you'll be hungry again. What a boss hold out of Sorakuma, by the way, who's now unfortunately dealing with pikemen with light cavalry units. And for the Teutons, light cavalry means scout cavalry. This is as good as it gets. Okay. Has he even explored anything here? No, not in the longest while. Viper, by the way, preemptively pulling his villagers from the center. What is going on? 3 town centers back home. Decent location next to the stone and the wood up here. Viper is down a villager despite being ahead in villager count. Yeah, those conversions are basically what made the game go on. And by the way, so are these. Hey, Viper, delete. Delete. Oh my goodness. Archery range falls into Teutonic hands. Siege workshop falls into Teutonic hands. Try to promote your bot channel. That's abandoned. Wow. In the last 5 minutes, things went from fantastic for the Viper to absolute dog shit for the Viper. How the hell did that happen? He says as he watches the monk. What an amazing. I'm curious to see at the end of the day all the conversion counts of these Teutonic monks. Now he's going after the blacksmith. Sorry guys, bear with me. No way Sorakuma still wins this? I don't know. The tide seems to be turning. The Viper's army is not that great. He's in castle age, doesn't have a single castle. He's got the stone for a castle. He's finally got a single monk of his own. His scorpion just died somewhere. He had a monk of his own. And the Viper's army just entirely disappeared, and Sorakuma beats him to the arms race. This is like the sale of Alaska. Will it go to America or will it go to Canada? And America just gets there first. Where are you going? What a cocky placement for a castle. The Viper is lost. He doesn't know what to do. Teuton Castle does have Bodkin. Will it reach these villagers? Oh my god. Things are just getting worse and worse and worse here. Robsy, I have an actual video where Sorakuma beat the Viper. Although, to be fair, the Viper was Teutons and Sorakuma was the was going Woot Steel Urumis against Teutonic Knights. Otter, I definitely will. I know, I've got a list of all this stuff that I need to start getting accomplished here. I gotta get my my ass in order. By the way, Otter, how are you still awake? Jake, they do with crenellations, which he does not have yet, which add +3 range to the castles. Although what they do have, which is I absolutely love, is Teutonic structures start the game or start their life with murder holes already intact, researched. Whereas if you take a look, you see the squircle underneath this castle. Tells me that there's no murder holes just yet. And the Viper blocks the path of the monk. But because of that, the villagers will pay the Woad Raider. How would you like your coffee, sir? You like it dead. Damn, okay. You know what? Now the Viper might stand a chance. I don't see anything in this army composition except... Oh my god. Teutonic Knights. one by one vision of both players. You mean at the same time, Jai Kumar, or separately? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's keep an eye on this Teutonic Knight. Oh my god, look at its HP. Look at its HP. And it's being healed. Oh no, never mind. It's not being healed. Or is it being healed? I can't tell anymore. I'm so excited to see a Teutonic Knight. Viper's a minute away from Imperial. Sorakuma's 3 seconds away from Imperial. He's castle dropping. Looks like our Teuton managed to convert a villager as well here. Just the one Teutonic Knight. Oh, he's glitching out those villagers. He is glitching. He is right-clicking furiously here. Naga, hello, hello. 1 versus 4, but it's the Teutonic Knight. He can take 1 versus 10 if he wanted to, with all that ridiculous armor that he has. And look at the monk upgrades, Theocracy, Illumination, block printing. Our Teuton really just wants to make whatever the Viper has his own. And somehow the Viper, who was ahead in town centers earlier on, with control of the pit earlier on, has no army, no villagers, and he's getting shooed away from the center by 2 monks. But he does have a forward castle, which is laming 1 town center, which is not really gathering resources or that important anymore, with 2 additional ones already on the field. Oh, goodness gracious. Sorakuma just wants to end this yesterday. 4 Trebs. Teutonic Knights here to protect them against Woad Raiders. Although, to be fair, they're not really going to protect them against Woad Raiders. Woad Raiders are pretty much deke around those Teutonic Knights. Castle down. Emergency backup castle. Even more monk upgrades. Fervor, chemistry. Armor upgrades for his Teutonic. Why do you need armor upgrades for your Teutonic Knights? They come with 7 melee armor. Separately? All right. No, Jai Kumar. Sorry. Yeah, they heal from twice the distance. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Otter, their monks do get that feature. What an absolute epic hold here. And the Viper again going hyper aggressive. And again, it's not really working out for him. My goodness. Siege engineers as well. Okay. Sorakuma going monk play. What do we think the conversion count? Oh yeah, the Byzantine double speed, especially in a recent game. The KP boys triumphant. What do you think the conversion count is on these 20 blue monks? PKPM for the Viper Hera level, 24 minutes in, 3 minutes in. The economies, I can't see them being too dissimilar, just about 1,000 apart. And here we go. I'm gonna say 10 to 15. Oh, look at that, 14. Okay. Yeah, the Viper might want to change things up a bit. He might want to play a bit more defensive or greedy, as some people like to call it. Because he didn't really develop the center portion, and then he lost all 3 structures to conversions. I don't know what the hell happened here. Why his attack stalled out that much. Was it just because of those monks? He did manage to demolish all of them except for 1 monk. I think he got 4 or 5 kills in that one battle. Oh, Catherine, your internet's back? Awesome. have to be happy for the little things. All right, let's keep going. All right. Viper playing as the Magyars in yellow. Back up against Siscon, playing as the Byzantines in blue. Speaking of the Byzantines and their monks, here they are. I'm really curious, Jai Kumar, how a game would look between the Viper and Red Phosphorus. See, Hera, like I said, that game that I casted of Hera playing against Red Phosphorus, Hera is the kind of player who's like, okay, you're going to attack me in Castle Age. I'm just going to attack you earlier than that. I'm just going to make sure you don't have the capacity or the ability to attack me. Whereas I feel like the Viper would get attacked and be creative about how he defends against it. So I'd be really curious to see the Viper take on Red Phosphorus. Ooh, I like Ironclad. I like that upgrade. I like these kind of unique sort of upgrades. All right, let's take a look at the map, see where the players have started. I see a bit of water here, but no, we are on Arabia. Viper's base has a couple of protective forests around it. Gold off to the side. Stone in the front. Nothing really to the rear except some pigs. Berries. Where are his additional resources? Gold and stone off to this right side. Additional gold to the left. So he's kind of in a corner here as the Viper. Our Magyar. Our Byzantine, on the other hand, not so much in a corner. Gold nice and safe to the back. Stone nestled between these two hills. Berries, the favorite lemon bushes with the... Oh, I love those blue butterflies just in the forward position. And look at this, both forward golds. Ugh, that is not great. Let's look at the map, the attack path. Pretty much a straight, short line. See, if I was Siscon here, spawning in this location, I would assume that my opponent was spawning here. And if I was the Viper spawning at the 6 o'clock position, I would assume that my opponent was spawning here. But, like I said, welcome to Age of Empires, where spawning locations mean nothing. This isn't exactly StarCraft, where everyone starts at a nice symmetrical, OCD-pleasing manner. Oh, yeah. You know I'm going to zoom in on those. I need no excuse to zoom in on these lemon bushes. I mean, what a beautiful game we have in Age of Empires. The care that goes into this game just to have little butterflies. Just, you know, floating around, flapping their little wings. So he's pushing his Ibex. And the Viper. What are we in? Intestine shaped. But you see, he agrees with me. He thinks his opponent spawned in the 12 o'clock position. Oh, he's going to catch and push in the long-horned Ibex. So he sees him pushing him this way. So he knows that he's got to go that way. The ghoul. Don't try to make sense of the lemon bushes. Just take in the beauty, but not in Bravos. Remember when Valar Morghulis was so popular? People were just saying it all over the place. See? How is it always just the deer? That Ibex push was pretty much perfect. But the deer, always so stubborn. And look at Siscon. He also agrees with me. He thinks he's getting a mirror spawn. Man, this game makes no sense sometimes. They startle easily. I can't, like I said in the first game, I can't imagine the programming, the code that goes into these units, the Ibex, the zebra, the deer. is any different. It must be the same, just the skin that's different, and yet they behave from anecdotal experience, which might mean nothing. They behave very differently. Okay, a few more seconds. Both players will be in the next stage off the back of 18 villagers. Our Byzantine has a few seconds of idle time. Explains why he went up a little bit later. Both of them getting double bit axe. Getting their farming upgrade is our Byzantine. Otter, what you're writing reminds me of that that meme that was popular. I guess still is popular. With the person riding the bike and then they stick the a stick into the wheel, and then they fall and then they blame something. Your meme would be skirm, damn skirm meta. Oh yes, thank you, Catherine. If you're watching this on YouTube, please feel free. If you like what you see, hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. If you're watching this on Twitch, number one, thank you so much, Otter, for your awesome audience. And if you're watching this on Twitch, you like what you see, hit that follow button. Help me get up to 50 followers, which I believe is the next stage of Twitch for me. Your mom, hello, hello. How goes the snake today? Not very well. Daniel, hey, nice to see you. Fruit trees are often pruned into shrubs. Interesting. To make the harvest easier. Fascinating. See, this is why I like the Age of Empires community. We know shit. Sometimes not exactly the most useful shit, but we know shit. If I was watching, I don't know what, Fortnite, you think somebody, Marco, would have made that comment in the Fortnite group? They'd just be busy insulting each other. By the way, we're 12 minutes in. We still don't have a kill. Our Byzantine scout is taking the high ground. Not too sure that's going to help him with such a huge HP deficit already. Oh, and he takes another preemptive whack out of our Magyar. From our Magyar. It looks like he's circling the right side of the Byzantine base. Oh, you can't pull that shit against the Viper. I'm sorry. You should always expect to get walled in here. Oh my goodness, I apologize for that weird scrolling. I accidentally scrolled on the minimap. There we go, first kill of the game. Oh, I guess not. I guess our Byzantine deleted that unit because look at the kill count, still 0-0. Oh my god, is Syscon really that prideful? Does he want that first kill of the game so badly that he deleted his own scout in anger? Like where to get bulgogi tacos? Ah, the Viper screws him anyway, gets the first kill anyway. Catherine, did you end up actually getting the bulgogi tacos from Wilbur? Or did you not have time after Little India? Exactly, Marco. They tell me to shove a lemon. Pavel, more like Fortnite. But I'm ching. Otter, you've met your match. Yeah, Naga, now we've got first blood. But that was a weird thing for Syscon to do here. To delete that one unit, no? Bit of a weird move. Yeah, Little India had you stuffed, I'm not surprised. Still a 1 kill apiece. By the way, for all the pressure that he put on, our Byzantine still managed to wall this in. And now the Viper is attacking structures, which for the Byzantines are 20% thicker. I'm assuming this is closed with this bamboo here. I can't be sure. Is this actually closed? I don't know if the tile to the left of it has an open space. I hope the Viper goes looking for it. Maybe, maybe. No. So hard to tell sometimes with elevation. Okay. One player circling like a shark, looking for openings. The other player circling inside. Left, right, up, down. Trying to keep the army out. The Viper has not accomplished much with this massive army. And he's adding more archers in. At a time when he, I guess, doesn't really need that much more gold. Both players are inching very close to getting up to going up to Castle Age. Yeah, Daniel, we've had a few accidental deletions in this game. I think in the previous Golden Pit game as well, one of the spearmen, or no, maybe it was before that, got deleted. Okay. I love the moving of the skirmishers. He sees, by the way, that the Viper's entire army is here. And so he doesn't need to worry about the northern flank at all. Maybe the Viper needs to escape into the ether a little bit to try to fool his opponent. For now, the Viper is just taking a bunch of damage on his army from these skirmishers. Little bit here, a little bit there. And look at his scout HP. They've gotten 2 kills now. Oh, there he is, a skirmisher dying behind the vineyard of the house. Now a spearman joins him as well. How are these skirmishers not getting any kills? Viper's micro and high ground proving to be superior here. Okay, now they finally do. Okay. The Viper continues to circle. Ooh. He did not catch wind of that. Still thinks there's a house here instead of a bunch of units moving on our radar system. I love, by the way, that our Byzantine has an internal forest. That is a fantastic, fantastic thing for him to have. Let's see it. Second town center for the Viper to the rear next to the gold. Oh, now he's got pikemen chasing, does our Byzantine. He's going up. Okay, so elite skirmisher and pikemen chasing crossbows and light cav. But look at the HP on these light cav. They're down like 200 HP, 170 or so. And here we go. Feudal age armies have grown up, matured. They are now castle age armies. But they're still maneuvering around like they're feudal age armies. In theory, our Byzantine should take this handily. Okay, the pikemen close. We're about to see an engagement here. Oh, at the same time, there's something happening inside in the forward position of the base. And yeah, our Byzantine takes this handily. Looks like the Viper got another villager kill here. And this is not walled in anymore. Huh, uh-oh. He's adding cav archers for the Magyar right now. Okay. So completely transitioned from the army he had into cav archers. Town center, how many villagers constructing? 16 villagers. Okay, the Byzantine has been breached. Might want to send one of these villagers to finish constructing that house. Town center does go up. The Viper adds 4 more villager kills. What? Really? No. No, this was shaping up to be such a good game. Wow. This was shaping up to be such a fantastic game. The Viper again putting on a lot of early game aggression. 2 stables, an archery range, a barracks. Why did our Byzantine GG? Is it because he failed to hold the line here? I don't... Somebody make this make sense. Yeah, it is an early GG. Decided to get some... Maybe he got some sleep. Although I think they're probably in the same time zone if he's French and the Viper's Norwegian. Same time zone-ish, approximately. Let's dive into this because this is a little weird. This is not a little weird. This is a lot of weird. Light cav crossbows and then a single cav archer. Skirmisher pikeman and the original scout. 12 army count to 6. He's down 5 villagers. Maybe he thinks that because he lost 6 villagers already, he just can't recover. Which might be the case, might not be the case. But really? PKPM right now, PKPM middle of the game. Economy is basically 15% apart. No conversions, no raisings at all. Syscon deleted more of his own units and buildings than the Viper did. He deleted a unit, deleted a house. Oh, the Viper lives in Germany. Why did I think he was living in Norway? Viper cashback. Fung, hello, hello. Yeah, the Viper is a month into fatherhood. He doesn't even know the meaning of tired just yet. Wait till that 1 year hits and you'll have lived. Oh, he lives in Leipzig now. Oh, interesting. Super cool. Okay. Well, not the longest game, but we move on to the next. To be fair, I guess Norway and Germany probably not that dissimilar in terms of the lifestyle. Although probably better food in Germany. Who's kidding who? Trevor, he's Norwegian for sure. Yeah, that's why I guess I should have realized. I mean, Hera's Canadian, but lives in Argentina. So I'm treating Age of Empires like we live in medieval times where, you know, you grew up in a villager. You grew up in a villager. You grew up in a village and then you never left and then you died in that village. Swift, I bought it on Etsy. If you go and you look up Stinger Transition Medieval, it should be one of those that pop up. Otter, they don't. What do you mean? The Germans don't have better food than Norway? As one who has lived in both countries, I can very much assure you German food is about 1 billion times better than Norwegian. All right, we're back to Sorakuma Viper. Sorakuma playing as the Kelts, the Viper, as the Vietnamese. Ooh, okay. Norwegians don't have affordable anything. I think I told the story a while ago about how I smuggled in a huge quantity of alcohol when on my trip to Milan. I had to smuggle in cheaper Italian booze into Oslo. In my backpack was just full of alcohol, and I was wearing every item of clothing I owned so that I could have more space in my luggage. All right, we find ourselves back on Four Lakes. I am an international bootlegger. And the funny thing, I don't know, Robsy, did you hear the story? Is the Norwegian customs officials tried to stop me. Like, they noticed that I was wearing like 7 shirts, 3 pants, and like 2 sweaters and a jacket in May. And they tried to stop me, and I just said, oh, no, sorry, somebody's waiting for me. I have to go. And I just ran away. And nobody chased me. I literally had to bootleg 10 euro bottles of Ballantine whiskey. Because in Norway, they cost 35 euros. 30 or 35. I forget the exact price. Unless you want to drink, like, paint remover. Like paint thinner. Then it's cheap in Norway, but anything else is, even something as crappy as Ballantines. Gustavo, good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, sir. Arrived just in time to see some quick wall by the Viper. Let's hope so. So far, he's done it a few times tonight. Not a lot. I wish I was from Florida. I'm from, I remember when I was in Norway for 6 months on an exchange program from my business school to the business school in Oslo. And I remember during orientation when they were talking about Norway, they were like, it's a very cold country. And I'm like, are you kidding me? We're freaking Toronto. Like last winter was minus 35. How bad could Norway be? And then I got to Norway. It had the worst case of jet lag. It was in January and the sun didn't rise until like 11:30 a.m. And I woke up in pitch black and it said 8 on my alarm clock. And I was like, what the actual fuck is this? Is it 8 a.m. or 8 p.m.? And I couldn't tell, or it was at 9 or 8. I forget exactly the time. But I was for like 3 days. I was wandering around like I was on peyote. I didn't know what was going on. I had to have the other international students there, the Americans who were very nice, help me do everything because I was so completely mind effed that I just didn't know what the hell was going on. But then I acclimatized and it was super fun. Ooh, also super fun is the fact that this villager survives. Oh, the Viper realizes. Oh, but is he going the wrong way? He doesn't see her. Is she going along the coast? Is she going inland? Oh, he's going to kill that villager, no? What are you waiting for, buddy? What are you waiting for, my man? Hello? And the villager that's attacking the scout. Sorakuma. So aggressive, and there you go. Why did he wait so long? Is he just keeping an eye on this? Like, what's the point of this now, Viper? Maybe he was distracted at home. Maybe he was building infrastructure back home. Norway is pretty far north, and I'm happy to say I've traveled to the most northern part in Norway. The island Longyearbyen. And it was quite an experience. I came face to face almost with a polar bear. Everyone had to take a gun just so that they can survive if they run into a polar bear. And I ran into a polar bear. Svalbard, exactly. I sent my parents an email from the public library at Svalbard to tell them, hey, I'm the most northern family member in the history of our entire family. It's just me and a bunch of Russian tourists. Oh, Svalbard is the island. Yeah, Longyearbyen is the city. I don't know what the hell that was with the 17 different gates. You wanted to see the Viper quick wall? You just got to see it. Where's the Viper Scout? The Viper Scout is dead. Sorakuma killed him. Okay. You were surprised that New York is so hot in the summer and so cold in the winter? Yeah, the weather in New York is just ridiculous. Derek, I casted one of the games. I didn't realize it was a series, though. Somebody said they played a bunch. Was it an actual, like, competition? He had 4 palisade gates going up, trying to stop that unit. Well, we'll see. We'll see who wins this one. I've seen the Viper do some weird things with that Vietnamese battle elephant. 420 HP is a lot of HP. I needed a show match between Huang and Phosphor best of... Oh, no. I feel really bad now. I casted one of those games. I didn't realize it was a series. Yeah, Marco, you're right. That's where the world's backups are. I feel really bad now. I hope I didn't piss T90 off or something. It's funny when you fly in there, the wings of the plane immediately freeze, and they have to spray this like weird purple pink goo all over your plane. Although, to be fair, I was there in 2004, so I don't know how it looks now 20 years later. I'm assuming it's like there's a subway system and I don't know what, a Starbucks. When I went there was literally nothing. It was one street with a bunch of houses and research stations. Now I remember I saw some like Instagram influencer that lives there and their house looks nicer than mine. Okay, gets the house to 44 HP. Oh, that's so sour. Okay, never mind though. Sorakuma backs away. Why did you delete it? Just to let these guys out? Well, come back and rebuild it then. Viper thinks he can take this. Thinks he can take this. Oh no. Sorakuma knows a little bit about minimum range here. Sticking very close to the skirmisher. Okay, well there you go. But it did give Viper time to build that house back. What would they do with the subway system in Svalbard? I don't know. Tourism? I don't even think they could cut through the earth there for a to build a transit system. Ooh, Sorakuma. Where's the villager moving forward for this? Oh man, you've got a long way to go. You have got a really long way to go. Okay, Sorakuma catches out a skirmisher. This time the skirmisher gets a double kill. Okay, so the Viper almost but not really evening up the kill count. Starting to flex his muscle out on the map. The last game of the series, I'm very sorry. I even apologize to T90. Not that I think T90 even knows I exist, but I didn't realize it was a best of 7. Oh, I feel like a jerk now. Oh, whatever. It is what it is. Oh, Kinder Surprise. Out pop a whole bunch of skirmishers. The Viper turns tail immediately. Sorakuma says, I like that you have 20% more HP on your units, but you know what's better than 20% more HP? Literally 8 times the army count. Viper's going to take this battle, unless Sorakuma runs away, but he can't. He's walled off in here. Does the Viper see this? I mean, he must see this. And is he reacting? Absolutely not. So far, 17 minutes in, this might be the most action-packed game we've seen so far. I hope so, Derek. I wish I knew it was a best of 7. I just saw that they did play a random number of games, but usually on AoE 2 Rex, if it's a part of any kind of tournament or show match, it'll actually say that. And it didn't say anything, so I just assumed they were just, okay, we're like these two. I mean, Sorakuma and the Viper, what is this, the 3rd game that we're watching them play against each other? I assumed it was like this. But we all know what assuming does. By the way, if you're watching this on Twitch, I see that I have hit the 49 follower mark. If you want to be that awesome person who becomes follower number 50, please do hit that follow button. And that way, one of my milestones for Twitch partnership will get reached. And you will have a big, big fat thank you from me. So close, Catherine. Rovsy, I know you're a follower. Awesome. Uh-oh. So Sorakuma's attacking on 3 fronts? Or, sorry, he's being attacked on 1 front. And he's coming in with cav archers. Our Kelt is attacking our Vietnamese with cav archers. You have now seen everything. There's definitely a shelf life on this cav archer for the Kelts. Chris, you are number 50. Awesome. Marco, I'm working. By the way, let me know in the chat. Fat Slob from Sweden. Love your videos. Thank you so much from a Fat Slob from Canada. Your mom, unfortunately, I don't think I qualify just yet for your Prime membership, unfortunately. I need a few more casts. Now that I've hit the 50 subscriber mark, or 50 follower mark, I need a few more live streams, and then I'll be able to do it. By the way, those in the chat, YouTube and Twitch, I'm gonna start introducing memberships, and I've got a list of perks. But let me know what you guys like, what you think are valuable perks. Because I really will never take membership money for nothing. Oh, I mean, Sorakuma is really making himself at home here in the Southern Lake. And he is, oh no, oh no. The stream has a message that says we can sub? Really? I don't think you can, but... because I haven't received any notification. Usually there's like a day or two delay. So aside from... so Catherine, yeah. So right now I'm thinking of members-only Discord, members-only live stream, casting your games. We can do like once every week or two, we can have a community casting session on a private live stream where you guys will send me your games. Obviously, there's stuff like merch and contests and stuff like that. Shoutouts. I'm also thinking after a certain number of months for members, they can get to choose my silly introduction. You're challenging me to a match. Well, there you go. And I, once again, sir, am tucking my tail between my legs and running away. Yeah, as long as it's a PG-13 intro. But if there's like somebody you want to shout out or some something funny you want me to say. So I'm starting to think of like the things that I can involve the community in, like benefits and stuff. All of a sudden, land battles have ceased. We have one Celtic cav archer here, oddly enough, against the Vietnamese archer civilization, but now all the action is on the water. Skirmisher attacking a dock. We'll take it down by the time I hit about 10,000 followers on Twitch. There is the Derek Cup as well. Oh, Marco, you might be a noob, but my hands are pretty slow. Community games, cast some games from the community. Yeah, that I'm gonna try to do without memberships because I just feel bad that like community games, I'm not gonna charge. I feel bad charging for that, or not charging, but like making that a perk of paying. So I think that's just gonna be like a feature of the community once I actually have more time for that. Chris, your 12 hours beats my 0 in the last 30 years, 25 years. A 1v1 redeem. Oh yeah, plus there's gonna be a bunch of silliness on Twitch. I know how, you know how like Memb has the Titanic and all this other stuff. I've seen, so I have some funny ideas for notifications and such. I'm also creating badges, and man, there's a lot of like graphic design that goes into running a YouTube and Twitch channel. And I am not a graphics person, despite that. I'm glad you guys like the look of the channel with the picture-in-picture. It did not come easy to learn all that stuff. Thank God for YouTube. Marco, I suspect that if you're a noob and it'll be my first game, probably the 50 APM cap is too high. I think probably like a 10 APM cap would probably be better. Okay, now our Vietnamese says, hey, you know what? I like the idea of cav archers. Let me just teeth that idea from you. But he's getting pushed away by the quicker moving pike of the Celt. Ew, got a bit of a battle here. Siege in the center. Okay, unfortunately for Sorakuma, he did just lose both his mangonels, but did get 2 knights in exchange for that. It's not a cheap get. Pikemen fall in exchange for a cav archer. No hotkeys allowed. You guys are giving me way too much credit. Way too much credit. Where are you even going to drop this off? This is funny, funny fishing situation developing here. In the left, on the right, looks like the Viper has a dock, has secured this location. Not to the right, to the bottom. To the right, he still has his fishing ships. He still has a good amount of food in here. 450. Good, good with a little G. Ouch, ouch. Is there anything worse than being burned alive? The HP like on these villagers. Why? Either go out of here or attack the ship. Okay, 1 villager out of the 3 dies. Imperial Age for both players at pretty much the exact same time, 10 seconds apart, not the huge deal. Viper is housed, Viper is down villagers, Viper is down army count. But he's got 8 cav archers training. Otter, thank you so much. And again, my biggest thanks for the raid. I really appreciate it. And it was nice to catch up. It's been a while, almost like a year, I think. When was Fastest Chaos? I think was October. Victor, that is definitely going to be one of the perks of membership. That is 100% going to be one of those. Robsy, you didn't tell us that you're like a celebrity. Don't be so modest. By the way, the Viper is making no effort. He's playing defensive finally this game. It took only, what, 2.5 hours of gameplay for him to play like himself? Victor said that I could cast members' recorded games and critique them. Which is definitely going to be a... Well, Otter seems to know who you are and is a fan of your work. Look at the map, by the way. Our Celt is slowly, inch by inch, encroaching into the center and the flanks of the map. Light cap move in. We'll see how many of these scorpions they can kill. So far, just 1. Ugh. 1 in a mangonel. Oh my god, he also lost so many cav archers. That was a terrible trade for the Viper, who for the first time though does take a kill lead. Or not, sorry, not a kill lead, a army count lead. Chemistry and bracer for the cav archers as well. What about making them heavies and adding what do they jump up to? 92 HP? Never share your games. Well, I mean, the word criticize or critique is a harsh one. I would never criticize anybody. I love the spread of these cav archers by the Viper. I absolutely love it. But is it going to be enough? We've all seen this situation. We've all been in this situation where your units are just trying to take on these high pierce armor siege units. And you're hoping you can snipe just one more. Okay, now he's pushing out, defending his left flank with the castle. Has he seen the encroaching? Yeah, he's seen the castle, probably went out to get some gold and got, you know, fire pumped full of arrows for it. Treb is firing to the north now. Ugh. Our Celt just got heavy scorpion. They train faster. They fire faster. Doesn't have Fura Celtica just yet, but just got siege engineers and conscription. So things are going to get very, very weird. Oh, look at that. The Viper just deleted his fire ships. Why? He's nowhere close to being population capped. Okay. Nice little pick off there. A few villagers. Ooh, there we go. The Vietnamese finally building a bombard cannon. I know the way. Hey, Cast, I fall in love with your content lady. Thank you so much. Woke up to catch you live for the first time. That's awesome. I'm glad you said hello. What way do you know? The Mandalorian way? Or just the way? Sorry, Robsy, I didn't see you. You just met. I know you just met. But he seemed to be very familiar with your spreadsheet work. And as a fellow lover of Excel, it was very impressive to see. Light cavalry with forging will not get this Treb up. But what a... oh, no. Viper's castle down. This is why you need murder holes, ladies and gentlemen. Because otherwise, the unit can just sneak into here, and the income the Cav Archers, they're done attacking to the north. They're trying to pick off these villagers. Light cavalry streaming in as well. What is this yellow blob here in the center? More Cav Archers. Why are they not heavies? Oh, Fatslav from Sweden. Funny pun. I would tell that to my wife. But lately, she's been telling me that I need to stop eating junk food. So I don't think she appreciates weight-related pun jokes at the moment. Yeah, it's an expensive upgrade, but to be fair, he's not really training that much. I don't know. I guess never mind. Bombard cannons are ridiculously expensive. Ooh, light cav. Looks like they killed a single scorpion. And then bit the dust. Another castle going up. He's going to see the gold miners in a second as well. Ooh, no, don't attack just yet. Oh, Sorakuma. Attacking a little prematurely. It's an old Sonic meme. Okay. See, I know the way I would ask you how old you are, but then you'd say something silly like I'm 28 or like I'm 30. And me being 41 would get very upset. By the way, Viper and Sorakuma both at 200 population. There's Fura Celtica for those scorpions. And look at the stone count. Look at the stone count for our Celt and herbal medicine. What exactly are you going to garrison into one castle? Okay. Why is he investing his resources into herbal medicine? Is it for this one castle? You're 26? Get out of here. That's not old. I was literally in the middle of high school when you were born. I still don't get the Sonic reference, though, because I was just never into Sega. But... okay. The Viper. This is the moment. He's comfortable. He's going to be pushing out. Let's take a look at the upgrades on his Cav Archers. Still not heavies. Still not fully armored. Does catch out a few of these skirmishers, but Halberdier's going to make quick work of that. Oh my god, did he just lose a BBC to a Treb? Ugh, that's so sour. I love that he positions them this way, away from these Celtic Trebs. Even with 17 range, they're going to have a bit of trouble reaching that group of BBCs. Castle down, villagers under attack, Trebs under attack, more importantly. At the same time, those skirmishers running amok. Cav Archers have killed an entire quarry. 32 kills, only 4 villagers, though. Interesting. +2 attack bonus against Spearmen right now. Paper money with 35 villagers, okay. Yikes. That's, I mean, now he's got the resources for, I mean, okay. Can we see heavy cav archers out of our... He's missing 12 HP, potentially. There it is, finally. Yeah, paper money, what the hell? He's got 5 villagers on wood. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. This started out so bad for Sorakuma, and it's turning out to be even worse for the Viper. This is what I do to a pizza. Just bite by bite by bite until it's all gone. One halberdier going to be annoying. Sorakuma has double the army count, and it's not a bad army composition too. I could do with fewer skirmishers and with more scorpions. Oh my goodness. Not the best Hussar, but better than a light cav, I guess. I love that Sorakuma has one basic mangonel still here. 3 kills. I wasn't expecting that. Oh my goodness, 3 kills, 2 of them friendly fire. Ugh. Put that man in jail. Yeah, against bombard cannons, fine. But the villagers have stopped repairing for some reason. But we'll see how well they do against just raiding in general. I suspect they're not going to be fantastic. I suspect he needs to move these freaking cav archers out of the way. Oh, this is so painful. Between this... Oh no, where the hell are you going? Where the hell are you going? Between this loss and this loss, I think the Viper just lost 25 cav archers. 20 to 25 cav archers. Almost close to true is good enough for us here at Cast of Empires. We don't dwell on a standard of perfection. What an absolute disgusting loss of cav archers. Your strongest unit down the toilet. Oh, what the hell? For what? For the mill that was here? And the farms? Interesting moves out of the Viper, to say the least. Looks like a Hussar raid in here. Somebody please get murder holes already. You don't lose your, you know, pro card if you get murder holes. Okay, does clean them up. The lack of 20 HP in the last armor upgrade really makes these a squishy target for any ranged unit. Okay, he is back up to 35 cav archers. Let's see their HP. Ugh, not the greatest, not the worst. Down 500 HP. Oh, that mangonel from a time long ago. Is he gonna get more kills? No, he gets more dead. Aside from the Bulgarians, Lithuanians, Poles, everybody with bloodlines, Malians, and probably Magyars. Kelts, Robsy, I can't tell if you're trying to be funny, but that was pretty damn funny. What is your name, dear caster? My name is Isaac. And that is a very cute dog in your picture, Gustavo. Is that a golden retriever or a bull terrier? I can't tell. Okay, I don't know what killed the cannon galleon or if the Viper deleted the cannon galleon, but it's no longer with us. What is with us is 18 heavy scorpions. I'm surprised the Viper even has one woodline. It's right here. Yeah, true. That mangonel should have been hanged in the public square a long time ago. The Viper has given up way too much control of the map to the Celt. I mean, his army count is very similar. It's not a bad army count. Really, this is where you're trying to get your wood? I guess where else do you have? Maybe try this one. But look at the villagers repairing. 100 stone left. He is killing the Hussars, but the Hussars are cheap when you have 64 villagers on food. Okay. Viper has equalized the army counts. And all of a sudden, no more side attacks, no more water games. Nothing. This is all just in the hands of this one battle being reinforced by so many units. What's the kill count on the Cav Archers? 69 is pretty damn good. 27. Where the hell are the bombard cannons from our Vietnamese? He's got one last one. He will get the Treb, which means the castle is safe, which means the Viper is safe. Ravsi, by the way, thanks for commenting from the multiple platforms. I think that does actually help the algorithm. That BBC is an MVP right now. 7 kills, but 7 very important kills. And the Viper, 25 villagers. Oh my goodness. On wood. Yeah, that was a absolute hero bombard cannon. Bizarre thoughts, exactly. They could have built a bridge from this lake to this lake with all the stone they just spent on this castle. But to be fair, he needs this castle because he needs the wood so that he can train this army, or at least have farms to train light cavalry. But I don't know that you can really beat this army composition. This is like Black Forest Celt army composition. I don't know that you can necessarily beat this with what he has. Even the bombard cannon can only fire as fast as it does fire, right? Oh no. Oh no. Things are not looking great here for the Viper. Oh yeah, he is down 4 relics to 1. He has no gold. All of his gold just disappeared. And that's all she wrote. Oh my goodness. He did not need to lose those 4 or 5 bombard cannons. Yeah, the snake is toast. Oh yeah, if he didn't lose those bombard cannons, it would be impossible to push. What a fun game, though. I mean, when is the last time we saw mass heavy scorpions? 26 kills and the Viper castle down. There's no more safety. Yeah, now you're being raided by even weak units like halberdiers, which, to be fair, this guy with 2 HP, villagers should be able to kill him. 158 halbs, 138 hussars, 61 scorpions. I mean, the Viper just... I don't know about this army composition. Although, to be fair, what do the Vietnamese really have to throw into this? Elephants? There's no way you can transition into elephants. Way too expensive. Is there even gold left on the map? There's no stone. There's 2379 gold. Where is the gold? Is it all just these two? No, it can't be these 2 patches. There's 100. Somewhere there is a very fresh patch of gold that has like 2200 in it. And now I've got a bee in my bonnet. There it is. Yeah, 2251. Okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. 1 relic. If he had 4 relics, 5 relics, maybe. Yeah. Composition, you think he was fine? Maybe against the raiding? He needed something, yeah, but to your point, he needed more BBCs. Let's take a look, because that was a really fun game. PKPM literally a few minutes ago. PKPM halfway through the game for the Viper. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 25,000 more resources, a 30% bigger economy for the Celt, and that's what happens. I mean, this isn't the first time. In game number 1 against Sorakuma on 4 lakes, he gave up control of 2 lakes and lost. Now he gave up control of the entire map. 15,000 more wood, 8,000 more food, gold, whatever, less than 1,000 difference, and stone almost identical. 0 conversions, 18 building destroyed to 16 is not bad, but the kill count ultimately tells the real story. Viper killed about actually 70 more units on the whole, which is not hard to do when you're killing halbs and hussars, but he lost double the villager count. Can the Portugal bomber cannon hit scorpions with ballistic accuracy? Bizarre thoughts. I believe so. I believe not only can it hit them with the arquebus upgrade, but it also hits them faster. I think it increases the speed of their projectiles as well. Yeah, this was a bit of a choke point, huh? I think you're right. Maybe 1 or 2 BBCs, one on the left, center, and right, protected by these cav archers. Wow. Fantastic. Yeah, Portuguese gunpowder is a real pain in the ass to go up against. I think we have one more game. And then we're going to be done for tonight, which so far has been a pretty fun night. Not going to lie. Bear with me. Just have to change the players' names. We got a new player here. Yeah, Catherine, this is the last match for tonight. And we have Morg. Morg 11. Not to be confused with Morgs 1 through 10. Playing as the Bohemians in red, taking on the Viper. Playing as the Lithuanians in teal. Okay. Let's take a look at what we're working with in terms of the map. Decent clearing here in front of the Bohemian base, also in front of the Lithuanian base, so pretty open bases on the whole. Gold for Morg, very exposed to the front. Both patches of stone on the left. And then the extra gold here to the north. The Viper also has his resources clumped, this time gold, stone to the top and bottom. Berries in the forward-ish position, buried also, kind of forward, kind of center, middle position. Food update, smashing a cheese plate with blue Cambazola and Taleggio. I can't say I'm familiar with those types of cheeses. Marco, this is after you ordered Thai food, you gulf down a cheese platter? Man, that is impressive. How many relics are there on 4 lakes? Says the caster who should know. 5 relics. Okay. So let's see where they are in proximity to the Lithuanian base. He's got one right next to him. Another one further away on the right side. Morg has one to the top and one to the left. And actually, the Viper has... Wow, what a lucky spawn of relics for our Lithuanian. One right next to him on the left, one right next to him on the right. Okay. Morg, if he was any, I don't know, an Aztec Burgundian, would be a little bit more screwed here. His relic's pretty further away, pretty much farther away. And then there's this one, which is not really in the neutral position, but okay. Heck yeah. All right. Boss move. AC Dragon Rider, Bon Appetit. 5 relics. Okay, yeah, we confirm that, and the location's absolutely fantastic here for the Viper. Bottom left, top right. I mean, this is about as good as you want it. The only thing better I can think of is maybe on an arena map where your relics, you might have 3 that are close to your base instead of 2. Mildly funky. Ooh, you see, I like my cheeses hard. I like Dutch cheese. I recently discovered a cheese shop downtown, and I went and I told the proprietor, I said, I like stinky firm cheese. My wife doesn't, obviously, does not like the smell. Nobody likes the smell except me. I was like, what is the funkiest Dutch cheese you have that's firm? And he goes, well, Beemster. And I said, no, Beemster is for like beginners. Beemsters is like the William Wallace campaign in Age of Empires. It's for like beginners. And so he gave me this really stinky Dutch cheese, and I'm loving it. See, it's only the deer. It's only the deer. I've never seen an ibex do that, a gazelle. George, welcome. I do love Dutch cheese. The firmer the better, the stinkier the better. George, it's not your first time chatting. You know what to expect when you join one of these live streams. Embrace the stank. That sounds like a very odd political campaign slogan. Vote Cast of Empires. Embrace the stank. Okay, I'm going up to somewhere. Waiting to get a bit more wood before she can plop down a dock. So fishing industry is up and running for both. Viper with 5. Morg with 3. Both players heading up to the next stage. Interesting. Okay, so Morg did add 2 extra villagers, which explains the roughly 50 seconds difference in uptimes. Yeah, AC Dragon Rider nailed it on the head. Oh, the twins, 1 month old. That's so cute. Are they identical twins? Fraternal? Boys? Girls? Stink of Empire. Pardon me, I'm laughing. I didn't even have a chance to mute my microphone. I'm laughing. The stink of empires. Oh my goodness. You know what, for you, you're Canadian, but still, yeah. Don't hold it against me. Believe me, if I had my way, I would be live streaming right now from the beach in Florida. Ooh, is he gonna get this? Is he gonna get it? No, on garrisons as villagers. I don't even know what we would be voting for, but... Oh, the ghoul, I forgot you're a pun master. Okay. Okay, are we gonna have our first kill? They are missing loom, these Lithuanian villagers. So, pickaxes notwithstanding. Did Morg just get trapped in here? Did he get trapped in here? The frickin' Viper. The frickin' Viper. Only he could do... not only he, but his calling card, like a cat burglar. Fraternal boy and girl, aww. George, that's awesome. My wife is actually a fraternal twin with her brother. That's really cool. Congratulations. How are you finding having twins? Although you have no frame of reference, right? Because you said they're your first kids. That is super cool. I love our little community. Our little Age of Empires community. Now I'm getting all emotional thinking about my little idle villager. Viper keeping tabs. I mean... Is Morg could Morg be any more obvious that he is going for a red phosphor build right now than having how many 11 12 villagers on stone? Could he be any more obvious that that is what he's doing? And can the Viper be any more obvious that he knows about it? I mean, come on. Neither player here with any kind of what the hell is this? Is he trying to is he trying to trap the Viper? And how is this palisade gate on top of the house? There must be elevation here that I'm not seeing. Good so far, but sleep nearly non-existent. Yeah, that gets worse. George, my advice to you is what I messaged the Viper during his live stream today. Take as many frickin' pictures, as many videos as you can because you're exhausted and the time passes so quickly before you know it. You're like, is this even real? Or is this all a dream? I have like maybe 30 to 50 pictures and videos every day for the last 15 months. So wholesome, like Swiss cheese. The ghoul, you got to be looking these up on a website somewhere. If not, then I'm going to have you write some of my introductions. Viper sees the castle going up. Now, this is an interesting little flourish to the Red Phosphoru build. Normally, Red Phosphoru would build his castle here to protect the gold and the wood line. He wouldn't really put it this far aggressive, and the Viper stops it from going up. Disaster. Well, not so much of a disaster, but disaster nonetheless. What a lot of wasted time. And the Viper... Oh my goodness. Oh, that was atrocious. Red's attacking the gate while Teal's attacking red. Another gate. Wow. And now he's leading the Viper straight to discovering this castle. Is there water laming as well? Because I see a fire galley or oh, pardon me, a fire ship now for the Bohemian. Lithuanian, my goodness, for the Lithuanian, my goodness. Yeah, George, I don't have really any advice because this is our first as well. So I'm like literally, when my little one's belly button fell out, that little like umbilical cord thing that sticks out for a while, I stepped on it accidentally and I almost threw up. So that tells you how good of a, how much advice you should be taking from me. But the one thing I can tell you is definitely pictures, because you're so exhausted. You're so tired. Your sleep is so ratchet and you have so many more responsibilities and everything's new that you just forget everything. So I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, you got to journal every morning, journal every night. Definitely if it helps you journal, but I don't know. For me, pictures are the best. So no redemption. Actually, never mind. Just got redemption now, which means that this push is basically over. Yeah, bye-bye. You are going up against Lithuanian monasteries that pump out monks 20% faster, that pump out technologies 20% faster, with a unit that is slow AF. The ghoul of father of 21-year-old. Lots of practice. Now he lost 6 villagers. Cafofo da Matila. I'm assuming Portuguese, Brazilian. Welcome to the chat. Rovsi, I believe so. Although the most important one is the ones that you already got. Fervor, Sanctity, and the good old Redemption. Oh, here we go. The villagers. Will it show their attack bonus? There you go. Why does it sometimes show this and sometimes not? Hussite Wagon +6. Sometimes it doesn't show that. What's Morg's Elo? I'm gonna have to look that up. It's not that different than the Vipers, I don't think. Yeah, 2K4. Cafofo, I figured it out, yeah? Okay. It's the ending H that always gives away Portuguese versus Spanish. Okay. Monk on monk violence happening here 21 minutes into the game. Neither player really walling off their bases. Neither player really... Actually, wait, I was about to say going for the water, but the Viper has control of 3 lakes. Okay. So his aggression is working and he's trying to trap the monk. Let's see the Viper's micro here. He lost a villager. But he's going to gain a monk for it, maybe. Maybe 2 monks? So many sniper lines. No, never mind. Monk dies. He did get this one, though. Okay, what are the monk counts? 9 to 5. Going up to 11 to 8. That's what you get when you try to do a monk war with the Lithuanians. Although the Bohemians... Oh, man. Imagine if they were an Imperial Age and you research Hussite reforms. And then all of a sudden, this guy becomes a trash unit. And a 100 food Kevin O'Leary trash unit. The Bohemians just need to hold on here if they really want to engage into a monk war. Other than that, the Viper is already heading up to Imperial. Morg, of course, for all I talk about Imperial, has absolutely no resources. 73 food and 200 gold is... Oh, yeah. Oh, what a beautiful little sniper line here. So two red conversions, two red conversions, 4 teal conversions. Bohemian Castle says, nuh-uh. Yeah, Viper's already going Imperial. Which is no big surprise with 13 fishing ships. Oh, don't chase too far. Don't chase too far. Okay, he does not chase too far. He listens to the advice 8 hours, 10 hours after he played this game. Yeah, the Viper's economic situation here is fantastic. Our Bohemian, like I said, was trying to, from what I can understand and gather, was trying to do a red Phosphoru build. But he didn't quite get the castle placement right, which delayed him a few minutes. Another monk dies. Look at the Viper saying, I'm just going to build this castle right in your face. And if you get fletching, oh my goodness, this would be a perfect time for our Bohemian to get fletching. Hello, Bohemian, get fletching. And then you'll be able to reach all these villagers, but... Okay, instead of fletching, he taps out. Before the Viper can even hit Imperial. 8 seconds away. All right. Oh my goodness, he bought the entire 650? Yeah, it certainly looks like it. Wow, well, that was quick. I'm assuming no trained units but monks. 18 to 25. Yeah, well, there's your Lithuanian faster training. I don't even know why I'm looking at this. Let's look at the only important stat here is conversions. And then, actually, you know what? Let's take a look at the economy. Yeah, about 25% bigger economy for the Lithuanian. Who, to be fair, do start the game with 100 extra food. So, whatever that means. 2,000 more food, 1,200 more gold. Yeah, he didn't mind a single stone, a single pebble. Yeah, it's a religious debate happening here between the Lithuanians and the Bohemians. Which, to be fair, I'm not super familiar with my Crusader history when it comes to like Eastern Europe, but there was a crusade that was launched against the Orthodox Eastern Europeans. 16 conversions out of 21. I don't think I've ever seen a statistic that bad. That is literally what, 70% of the army? 80% of the Bohemian army becoming Lithuanian? 5 out of 28 is just under 20%. Not bad either, but kills 9 to 7. So, oh my goodness, he does have all 5 relics. Well, there you go. There's your Lithuanian monastery. Just kind of snuck him in there. Chris, was the 4th crusade? You saw a T90 video that was like that, monks converting monks. Yeah, it can be fun. When you have sniper lines, you need a lot of monk control. You absolutely need a lot of control. And spoiler alerts for tomorrow's video, there's going to be some monk play in it that is very interesting. But in any event, I believe that's going to be it for me tonight. I don't know, Chris, I meant like the crusades that went into like Russia and Lithuania. I know there were some crusades that were launched into like the Baltic area. Although I don't know if the Bohemians, you can't imagine the Czech people were the ones launching. I think it was the Germanic people that were launching the crusades. That's funny. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for chatting. It was nice to see everybody. And yeah, 32 people watching on Twitch is fantastic. If you're watching on Twitch and you haven't done so yet, please do hit that follow button and help yours truly out with the algorithm. Aside from that, everyone, I appreciate all the chatting, the comments, and have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your day. And I'll catch you in the next one. This was a lot of fun. The Viper won a few, lost a few, but on the whole, we are the big winners here. And is this technically called a Doubt Imperial Age? 95.5%? I'll leave that with you. Yeah, Fredo, unfortunately, you're a little bit late. right as I'm about to hit the end stream button. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow.